about these 11 players. We're in for a bit of a treat. It's a new one.
What am I doing? I'm making money, obviously. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Nelson Bills, and welcome back to Adulting 101. In today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about how you can make money during lockdown. Quick disclaimer, this isn't some kind of get-rich-quick scheme. This isn't about starting a business or a hustle or anything like that. These are things that you can do just as a normal person to continue making money despite disruptions in employment and everything that's going on. It's been well documented and publicized the amount of people who've been furloughed by their employer. A lot of people have been made redundant, and unfortunately some people have had to claim universal credit. The government's doing a lot, fair play to them, to help people, and they've put in a lot of measures that will allow you to continue making money despite not being able to work or being stuck indoors. So here are 6 things that you can do because of those. It's that loophole content that you all love. Number 1 is if you have recently moved jobs and now you're in between jobs when everything got shut down, you can ask your old employer to furlough you. So they rehire you and then furlough you, so the government pays 80% of your salary. Assuming you're on the average salary in London, £35,000, you'll get somewhere around £1,800 paid into account every month by the government. The key to this is having a good relationship with your previous employer. If you can speak to your old manager or speak to someone in HR and see what they can do for you, it's really up to the company. It's at their discretion. They don't have to, but if they just want to be nice, they will. If they don't lose anything from doing so. So the cut-off date for this is you have to have been working with the company on the payroll by the 28th of February 2020. So that means if you left in the beginning of February, but your last paycheck was the last day of February, you're still going to be eligible. If you do fall into that category, phone them up, see what they can do for you, and literally you can get almost a full-time income for doing nothing. Now everyone's working from home. You can imagine that your electricity bills have gone up, your water bills gone up because you're spending so much time at home where you'd normally be at your place of work. You can actually ask your employer to reimburse you £6 per week for increased costs. From number 1, you really want to try and keep a good relationship with your work and with the people who pay you, especially if you work for like a private company. You know like the director and you know the people who pay you, it's coming out of their pockets. If you want to avoid taking £6 a week from your employer, you can actually claim back from the government as tax relief. So it won't be £6, but in your account you'll be better off £1.20 as a basic rate payer, £2.40 as a higher rate. For an average salary 35k, you're not going to be a higher tax rate payer. So £1.20 per week, that's like £5 something a month. It's not a lot of money, but why not? How do you claim back? You fill in a form on gov.uk called the P87. You don't need to hand in no receipts, you don't need to do anything like that. So you fill in the form and your tax-free allowance will be
in the beginning. Yeah.
So you fill in the form and your tax-free allowance will be increased by that amount. It's probably best to wait until you're back in the office so you can just claim for everything at once for however many weeks we've been. It's 8 weeks in, £1.20 times 8, you're already like a tenner up. Why not? The first 2 are based on if you still have a job or you have some sort of link with a company. If for some reason you've had to go into universal credit and you're not really earning anything, what you can do is there's a new help to save account. All banks are slashing their interest rates on savings accounts at 0.0000000. It's a ridiculous amount. However, the government has opened a help to save bank account, which pays a whopping 50% bonus. It's 50% on whatever the highest amount is at any point within 2 years. So if you pay and for some reason you have to take it out, you still get paid the 50% of whatever the highest amount was. So what's the catch? You can only pay a maximum of £50 per month, and the 50% bonus is paid to you after 2 years of the account being opened, and the maximum of £1,200 is the max bonus that they can pay. However, £50 a month isn't too much. Hopefully, when you were working, you're putting away some money for in your rainy day savings, and if you can continually put away £50 that you would have been spending on something else, when it comes to the 2 years, they're just going to pay it into a different account, boom, £1,200 that you wouldn't have had otherwise. I mean, free money is free money. How do you apply? So you go on gov.uk, type it in, help to save account. You just open the account and start paying in money. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're not going to be in lockdown forever and you're not going to be on universal credit forever. The fact that you're eligible now means you can open the account even if you get a job afterwards. After the 2 years, boom, you get your 50%. Number 4, like me, I'm sure a lot of people who watch my videos are hustlers on the side, right? You might have opened a business, you might be doing something here and there. For limited companies, and I think for self-employed people, you can apply for a bounce back loan. A bounce back loan is an interest-free loan provided by a number of different lenders. I'll put a link to all the lenders that can give you this bounce back loan, but what they'll do is they'll give you 25% from £2,000 up to £50,000, or 25% of your revenue as a loan, interest-free for 12 months, and you pay back over 6 years on a fixed 2.5% interest. That's really good. The government has said that you can use it for whatever you want. It doesn't have to go into your business. So if you have the opportunity to get 50 grand, I'm not saying you should do this, right? I'm not saying you should do this, but you can do it. Yes, you can get up to 50 grand, assuming your turnover makes sense for it, and use it for whatever you want. That's money in the bank again. After 12 months, you give it back. For the hustlers, if you believe in your business and this is the time to expand it, the opportunity is there. So the next 2, they're not actually making money, but it's more about seeing the money that you're not spending. So assuming you live in zone 4 in London and you take the train into work, you'll spend £199 on travel, just on train going into work, if you pay for a monthly travel card. If you are still working, or you have been furloughed, or you still have an income, right, £199 is coming out of your account into a savings account, and you need to see that at the end of this. £199 for 3 months, I need to see £600 in that account. Similarly, if you drive into work, you're putting at least £60, £100 in your tank every month, that now you're not going nowhere. I mean, the prices of oil is like negative. Morrison's put out, they're putting petrol prices down to below £1 per litre. So there's no demand for petrol, because no one's driving anywhere. So if before you was paying £100 a month, you need to put £100 into your savings account. You can go further and talk about nights out and clothes and all this stuff, but I'm just saying this is like necessities. These are things that you need to go to work every day, and you would spend this money every month anyway. So put that into a savings account. You can open an easy saver with most banks without doing any application, and just put the money in there. By the end of quarantine, you should have some money saved up. So this last one's for those of you who already have a property. You can take a mortgage holiday, which means you don't pay for your mortgage for up to 3 months. It's up to June, I think, at the moment, but that can change. We don't know what Boris is going to be on next week.
So we are saying, don't go to work, go to work. Don't take public transport, go to work, don't go to work. Stay indoors. If you can work from home, go to work. Don't go to work. Go outside, don't go outside. And then we will or won't, something or other.
3 months without paying your mortgage, let's say mortgage is £700. That £700, again, you can put into that savings account. That's £2,100 add up over 3 months. During that 3 months, your balance still accrues interest. So where it would be £700 off of your, 300k mortgage, 200k loan, now it's going to continue accruing interest. So when you do come off the holiday, you're going to be paying a little bit more. If it's £700 off of 200k, works out something like £2 more, £3 more per month. £3 more to have £2,100 now. I think it works out, I think it works out. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not advising anyone to take a mortgage holiday. However, I'm just highlighting that previously, if you were to take a mortgage holiday because you were affected, your finances have been affected some way, it would affect your credit score because there's bounce payments. But now that's been voided, so although it accrues interest, that's the only downside to it. The cost that you would have been paying for your mortgage, £700 a month, your travel into work, £200 a month, your petrol in your car, £100 a month, that's £1,000 each month. So even if you're just a regular person and you just, you're lucky enough to still have your job, that's £3,000 you should have in your, and you have a house, assuming you're that person. Just because we are in lockdown doesn't mean you can't be proactive and still make some money. I'm signed up to Martin Lewis's Money Saving Expert, and it's literally been a lifesaver for me. I've saved lots of money with doing it. I'm a bit of a cheapskate now, but I'll take that one on the chin. That's a criticism I'll accept. I'm affiliated with Martin Lewis or Money Saving Expert, but it is really useful and really timely. And they send an email every week with a summary of like lots of things that you can save money on and lots of little schemes. So if you love that loophole content, sign up there. If you want to hear it from me, you can always just subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, because I'm going to be posting some bangers, you know, with a drip, all that. If you have any ideas from new videos, any content you want to see, leave a comment down below. If you're watching this video, like the video, press the like button.